Okay, back in. It's a cool view actually out this ship, eh? I like it. So we're back in the Atos. See it here. There's our ship. A little bit of a paint job. Haven't really made any other changes to it. Oh, I did. I switched out all the habs, the habitation modules, to be the unfurnished or empty ones. So they still have beds. You can have sleep, etc. But yeah, there's nothing in them. So I will custom fix them up. I've also made some other changes. You'll notice, here's my status. I am hydrated, fed, and well rested. And that's because we've implemented the settings, gameplay options. So I made some changes. Mainly, I just want more carry capacity and not having to deal with overloaded and choosing what to loot, etc. So the goal was about an even, EXP. So some things are EXP deficits or penalties, and then some I get a plus 4% XP for slow medical healing, for example. Same amount of healing, but it just takes slower to happen. Food heals more, so I take a hit there. I gain because I can't just sleep anywhere, so I need to sleep in basically my own bed, right, in the ship outpost or settlement. I can't sleep in random locations while I'm shooting spacers. And then sustenance I've implemented, but you get positive and negative effects, but you still get a bonus to XP, which seems like a free plus 4% XP, because as long as you got food, you're fine. Combat infliction, I've increased it so I could get different inflictions while in combat. Affliction treatment, I don't really like turning this to improve only. If I'm going to take some kind of medical thing, I want it to heal me. Affliction prognosis, things can get worse, gain infection, etc. So that gives me some extra XP and evens things out. I don't really like the environmental damage. I got a spacesuit on it. It should protect me. Restoration though, if I get affected, I gotta come back to a ship, outpost, or settlement to get better. It doesn't just happen over time. That's about it. So we got way more carry capacity. We can access our cargo from anywhere. Just role play it that Vasco's there somewhere and we send him to go do our mule work. Vendor credits are greatly increased. These are big ones for me. These are big ones. So that's what I got implemented. Then I wanted to talk a little bit about how I'm building my ships at this point in the playthrough. So I'm just going to show off some websites. So there's this one YouTuber called Wise Old Wizard. I really like his channel. He's got some great ship builds that are what they call end game at level 60 or so. I'm not there yet. But this is a build to build on top of the Frontier. He's also got some other builds. He's got some builds for the Atos that I'm actually running right now. So that should be in there somewhere. Let's see. There's the Atos 2, which is actually an upgrade of the one I'm running now. So this is the one I'm running right now. I'll upgrade it probably to this, and then I'll look at his other builds later. But I already built the Peregrine. You can see it in my list of ships. Major Slack Attack. Great channel for Skyrim especially, but he's done a few series now. He did a series when Starfield just came out, just a playthrough series, which was great. The Starfield walkthrough pro gameplay and tips. And remember that Slack puts a lot of effort into researching, setting it up, and then playing live. Well, not live, recorded us watching him, but he records, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever size of video. And sometimes he doesn't get the same drops or whatever as he did in his practice sessions, but he doesn't play through like I do, bumbling and fumbling, as he'll say. But he says he's doing walkthroughs where he tells exactly, if you do this, it'll pretty much do what he's doing. So he did his hardcore, where he went very hard difficulty, no companions, no purchase, no meds. Slack is famous that he hates playing with the companions. And then when this beta version dropped, he announced it's a brand new game, and I agree with him. And then so he's just started an extreme difficulty series, and you can go check what his settings are. Good stuff. Really good watches and funny, and also Canadian, like me. Ship Technician, I really like his work. Some detailed videos, say on, let's see, best engines in Starfield. He's got a video on best ship parts. I can't see it here. It's probably in here somewhere, but really good videos. Really good videos done by Ship Technician. I'll mention Delinze Gaming. He does a lot of reviews of all the different modules, mainly HABs, which is pretty cool. He's got other games that he plays and stuff, but I really like watching his videos about kind of reviewing what the different HABs look like. Crimson Flyboy, another good YouTuber who drops videos about different ship builds and ship builds by his community in his Discord. So go check that out if you're interested. And then there's a podcast I usually listen to, although sometimes I'll watch it on YouTube instead of listening to it on my podcatcher. Good stuff. It's a Starfield podcast by normal people in gaming. And they also have a really good Discord community if you want to go check that out. So I just want to kind of mention that that's what I've been looking at and for building out my ship. And so let's see if we can, I'll just quickly show you if we go to where I am now. Oops. What did I do there? I've tabbed out too many times. There we go. So let's go, say, to, sure. Actually, I prefer to go to Alpha Centauri. Ship Technician's faster to get to. So let's go to Jemison, New Atlantis, and let's go talk to the Ship Technician and we can take a look. This isn't related to the Wise Old Wizard builds. And so I recommend you go check it out. Those are the builds I'm mostly using, although I do get ideas from others. Mine aren't exactly the way he did it, but it's very, very similar to his build.
Okay, no problem.
So this is the ship I'm rocking now. It's the Atos. Very good. I don't know if there's any changes. I think I put a little bit more cargo in mine. I think that's about it. And then this is the Frontier build, what he calls the Peregrine. And I think it's just completely like he does it, except I think, again, I put a little bit more extra cargo on this. It's got 1670 cargo, but granted, it's because of the settings I have, the cargo is showing bigger. And then this is a UC Voyager I took over the other day, and I'll probably just sell it because it was confusing as all heck to navigate. But it is a C-class ship. I'm glad that I have piloting 4, so when I try to take over any ship, I can take it over. And there's the Razor Leaf, which I've been building. I think I was trying to do something similar to what the Ship Technician was doing, but it's kind of a hot mess right now. One thing I know that I'm having issues with is I shouldn't allocate all my points. So yeah, I might play around again, but it's got a lot less cargo capacity than this Atos, like half. It's like 3/4. My goodness, 820 to 2880. So I'm liking this Atos right now. So I'm just going to be staying in here. And so I just want to show you that. And that's about it. So I'm kind of recording this much in the future as a prelude to the episode I'm about to drop now, which, if I'm correct, is episode number, take a look. Taking a look at my YouTube publishing plan, I'm already about 5 days ahead of publishing. Let's see. This should go out in episode 17. And episode 17, I got about 13. I had about 45 minutes of video. I cut it so that about 13 minutes could be a good segment to go after this, where I'm talking about the ship builds. And so thanks. We're now at level 35. And in real life, or in the present, but in the playthrough right now, I'm I think around level 15 or 16. I can't remember, but this is where I am now. And you'll catch up to this sometime in the future at about episode, I don't know, about 80 or something crazy. I've got a lot of videos to go out, and that's why I'm publishing these daily. All right, thanks everyone. All right. So just to keep you up to date, so I did a few things here. I basically completely changed my base layout. I moved. I think I was having a problem with that landing pad being too close to the edge. And so what I did was I moved it closer in. Then I set up my outpost. You'll notice. Get up on top here. There we go. I set up an outpost. There is a crew station in there. I've assigned Lynn to that crew station. So she'll be checking things out. And then I followed that guide I was telling you about by the wizard. And basically the second part, I didn't do anything at Deimos. I built everything here. And I followed the guide mostly, except the engines I don't have, because those are actually, you get those from Deimos. I have not upgraded the engines. The reactor and grav drive, I only reacted to the level I could. Actually, I'll take a look at it here in the ship builder. And I'm almost out of money, which is the main issue. We're down to 2,880 credits. We'll fix that eventually. Where do we want to go over here? Whoa, no grav. All right, let's take a look at the ships. This is what we look like. Haven't painted it all. This is all standard. So let's go into the ship builder, and you'll see that we've got the White Dwarf 1020s. So we actually, I think, downgraded engines, but we made them smaller so they fit here. I could put another two at the back here, but then I'm just getting too much weight and cost. So those are there. I've upgraded to the R2000 Alpha Grav drive and the toroidal reactor, which gives me 6 power. What else did I change? There's more fuel there. That fuel is like what is in the tutorial by the wizard. Everything else structurally is the same. I haven't upgraded my shield though. I'd really like to do that as soon as I can. So if I take a look at shields, I could get this one instead of, what is it? 10S. It's there right now. So that's what I got right now, which is giving me 310 shield. I could get that up to 375. Or just wait till I hit level 14 and get the parts that they recommend. Okay, so I've got the cargo on that he showed on both sides, and you had to hack it to get them on. Landing gear, everything else is as, oops. Oh, what's going on here? All right. Got a pop up there for something. Should go. So everything else I think is exactly as he laid out. So the engines aren't the same. I believe the grav drive and the reactor are not the same because I can't get them yet because I'm not level 14. I could get the engines. Actually, no, it's lower level engines too until level 14. But everything else is the same except, of course, the weapons. I've only got a single Vanguard Obliterator where I think his build puts 3 of them on there. Yeah. You could put a lot more on there. I think I could put up to 6 of them. So, yeah, I think he has 4 of them, but I ain't got the cash. Because if we look at weapons, those Vanguard Obliterators are 14 grand each. Ain't got the cash. So, yeah, that's on a to-do list. So We might be in trouble in battle here. But oh well. We'll see. We're gonna win. Alright, let's go take a quick tour. So Lynn won't be here anymore.
Something I need to talk to you about. Yeah?
We'll talk in a minute. Give me a break, Sarah. So, we've got a weapon workbench. We've got a spacesuit workbench. We've got an industrial workbench. That's all cool. We've also got...
Yes, Your Eminence?
Alright. I believe there's a research station on here. Somewhere. Galley. Should be the cockpit. Yep, there's a cockpit. So we changed the cockpit as laid out. That's the cargo hold, captain's locker. Yeah, all my books came out of the captain's locker. All got tossed into the cargo hold. We should have a research station here somewhere. I think it's up top here. Locker's up top there. Ah!
Next on the list. Saving the world. Saving the galaxy.
There we go.
Saving...
So this is the original all-in-one that comes with the Frontier. I'm curious, where is the research station? Oh, there it is. We got a research lab back here. Storage box. So we've got all the goodies here. In this Deimos workshop, you've got all the goodies. You've got a spaceship workbench, weapon workbench, industrial workbench, and the research lab. Other workshops don't have the research lab. Actually, I don't think it's Deimos. Can't remember. And then this is just kind of for show. It does have a galley, but we've got a galley upstairs. And yeah, that's what it looks like. Definitely lacking
I'm doing an
weaponry. Let's take a spin ride. Spin drive. And hopefully next time I come back to this base.
And away!
Now I could cheese and use, this space. Well, let's find out. Shield. Mobility is not too bad. Considering. Well, we definitely need more